Shadows ready to attack. No warning shot, no polite hello. Has wicked grin and a toxic glow. She's dripping poison like gossip at brunch. A sharp bite and you become her lunch. Sexy till you're twitching on the floor. She's smirking in your face, then comes back for more. Bite, bite, baby, better say your prayers. Venom's got stilettos and homicidal flair. She's vicious, delicious, a queen with a sting. The sexiest nightmare you've ever seen. Pucker up, sugar. Mama's venom tastes sweet.
Good morning, everyone. How is everyone today? Hello, looking around. French faves. Hello, hello. Liz Burrows, Palamopicus. How are you? Audio Coffee. Kelly Ranger. Hello, hello. We got T42 in the house. Mr. Landfill. How's everyone doing? Cynthia Fire Ranger. Fire Fury, sorry. Oh my God, I'm looking at Kelly's name and Cynthia's at the same time. Oh my goodness. Hello. Starcasm, how are ya? How are ya? Oh, I'm running late. I woke up late. I was up and down all night. My head was slightly pounding from some of my medication, and it has totally like filtered off into the morning, but it's one of those like dull headaches, like behind the eye. I can't tell if it's medication or sinuses. Hello, Devin, Michigan. How are you? How are you? Oh, let's see who else is here. Thought I had my comments set up to show on stage. I guess I'll have to go in and fix that. Oh, goodness, guys. So much is going on. Oh, tonight is going to be a night for sure. Lots of surprises dropping. Itty bitty, how are ya? How are ya? Oh, look at everybody piling in. Stacy Nat. You guys aren't getting any echo or anything from me, are you? I want to make sure my sound is good. Hello, Auntie B. Muppet Angela, how are you? No, I usually cut people's names down on their screen names. I can't figure out if I like you as Aunt B or Muppet Angela or Aunt Muppet Angela. Oh, so, happy Saturday. Or Sunday. Oh my goodness, I'm off. Oh, thanks, Star. Star, you have the link if you want to jump up here with me. But I got some goodies. They like to say a lot of things. We're learning John Crookie claims that, not claims, he's a mod for Lynette on her channel. Can you imagine that? They don't know what they're doing over there, but they figured out the mod thing. So he's a mod. So I guess that's to delete comments or hide comments that they don't want shown because people are calling them out over there. Then you've got, the stories of a million players happening on another channel. You've got he's not a felon. I guess they're still trying to run with the temporary felon thing. Kind of happens though when you break probation. Judges usually aren't kind about that. And of course, there's the spin that they're trying to still accuse Megan of making some scam call to her. They have the number, they could prove it. Yep, that's what they're saying. That she called and is faking some, jail bondsman send me $1,000 on a Cash App type deal. Hey, Sidas, how are ya? How are ya? Oh, and then, just so much is going off. I mean, I don't even know where to start. There's so much tea. And I'm going to have to put like my receipts into a video and drop that because, I don't want to show all my cards today. I figured I'd come on and we'd have some Sunday gossip. And oh, I don't know. I seem to have found a video that, hey, Malin, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Oh, I have company. Hello, Stockcastle.
Hello.
Good
They,
morning.
good morning. Let's not forget they also had Megan Fox's phone number when Megan Fox called the landlord, remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they were
They
going to give
doxed it.
everybody the number to call.
Yeah, they sure
Yeah.
did. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 They
And
doxed
it
her with her
and it
phone number and
and it wasn't Megan Fox.
no, it sure wasn't Megan that called. Yeah, Megan did not make that call, but they
Oh
they
my
sure made
Lord.
sure that they put her number out there. But they want to spin that Megan is going to call. They're now saying that she runs scams. This is what she does. She
Yeah, and let me
runs
just tell you a
scams.
little something about this scam with the whole your grandchild is in prison and needs you to bail them out. This has been a scam that has been in happening for at least the last 20 plus years.
Yeah,
This is not a new scam. Mm. So I hate to tell you, but Megan didn't even create the scam herself.
no, it's been around
So
a long time. They play it
very
on
long
senior
time.
citizens and
All the
usually,
time.
yeah, and
All
they
the
also
time.
target distant family members. Hey,
Yeah.
US Lily is here. North
Trust me,
Sea.
as a
Hello.
bus driver, I know.
Well, you do run these routes, so I mean, I'm sure you get some characters that
I
show
hear
up
a
on
lot
your
of things.
bus. Yeah,
I
yeah.
hear a lot of things on the bus.
You know, there's something else that was that's out there in the atmosphere that I don't know if you still have the link for it, but somebody seems to have a business as a reader.
Um,
Hmm.
oh yes, I remember a life coach, I
Yeah,
believe,
life coach and gives
for
readings.
20 years.
Yeah,
20
and
years of life coaching.
Mama
Mhm.
Lee, I believe the site was Mama Lee's life
Yeah,
coaching.
it sure was.
Yeah, and the first review, you'll never believe. Oh, Mel Clump, thank you so much.
Hey
Oh,
Mel.
you are spectacular, and
Yeah,
Star is
exactly.
fabulous. She really is.
And
But
Mel is amazing.
one of the first
Amazing.
one of the first reviews, guess who it's by?
Kendra.
Kendra, yes. Yes, cousin Kendra. Yes. Cousin
See,
Kendra.
during menopause, I can remember a few things, a few very important things in my brain. I can remember during menopause. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing the stories that they're coming up with. Hello, Tina Boxwell. How are
Hey,
you,
Tina.
Boxel? Sorry,
And
I
hello
added
to
a
all you
W in
beautiful
there. Hello,
people, by
good
the
morning,
way.
Big Al. How are you? Oh, Stacy, I hear you're still getting in trouble too. She's still
Oh, no.
accusing you and Flutta and you know all and Terry
Jesus.
Bear. Yeah, you guys are still getting thrown under the bus. I mean, the
Oh, my God.
flippers. She keeps calling them the flippers that are worse than the flippers.
Oh, my
you know,
Lord.
it's all she's been saying. It's all Stacy's fault.
Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah. She's blaming Stacy for things
damn
that
you, Stacy.
yeah.
Damn you.
It's Stacy's fault for probably Barb Jr. and whatever Olaf's posting. They just want to go off on all these tangents and blame all the people that have left because they may not even like Jeremy, but they left because they know they donated or watched donations or they heard promises of things that were to come and happen. That yet again, it changed again yesterday. Mm-hmm.
My God.
Again, it did again. Hello, Dinah's
I
mom. How
mean, it
are you?
basically changes every 2 seconds.
Yeah. Well, what I seen in some screenshots last night were, well, actually, I heard a clip of her talking with, that felon lawyer, ex lawyer, that
Mm.
let's see, how was it phrased? She never said, and I'm glad some of these people are in here. She never said she was building out the barn. She said she was going to frame it and maybe some drywall. And if more money
Mm.
came in, they'd finish it.
I
No?
actually believe her words on that stream were, well, now we have enough to finish the whole barn.
Yeah, yeah.
Am I wrong, or I remember hearing that?
Volstrom says they need a legal pad of lies to keep up with their stories. Well, Volstrom, if they
Exactly.
didn't delete their streams or edit out the parts that they talk about, they might have something to go back and recall, but they, you know, they seem to think if they delete it, it's gone forever.
Yeah, except that everybody's recording everything, so
Oh,
try to
yes,
get rid
yes.
of it.
See, here Stacy says, I guess now I'm instigating people to do PayPal reports. Before I was a hacker of StreamYard and the cause of people leaving her channels and wrecking years of friendships. No, no, that's your no, Stacy, I can tell you. I lurked enough to know what you did or what Tammy did, what was said, what wasn't said. I even have clips going back then. Sure do. And the funny thing is, even when you used to sit on panel with her, I can honestly say anything you said back then was either a lot of yes or no's or or you would echo something she said. Where other people have, gone in there and, like her current panelists and stuff have gone in there and even thrown out more information as far as hacking her. Yeah, no. And you had nothing
You
to do
can't
with her
hack.
PayPal.
You can't hack StreamYard. The information is not there anymore.
Well,
Once
yeah.
you,
I mean,
yeah,
and to
that
hack
was a bunch
PayPal,
of
well, first off,
bull
Stacy would
crap.
have to hack all of PayPal
Right.
to get one person's PayPal. Like you it can't be done. Like the ridiculousness is it's crazy. And
Not saying that she's not talented enough to hack all of PayPal, but you have to understand hackers have
yeah, they
been
usually
hacking
go
the
for
code
big targets. They
for
usually don't go for people that are sitting on the internet,
exactly.
scamming for money. They don't want to get another scammer. They want to get somebody with deep pockets that they can keep, either getting the money from or just do one big grab and run where I mean, oh, the stuff star. They're even saying they're back to the 56,000 is only half and less than half. Mhm. Yeah.
Mm.
But, Stacy and, Terry's in here, they could validate this. Like, let's look at the tax factor because she wants to say that's what's making her, the fence and all she's done with projects and, uh, the taxes make her a creditor. Well, I do recall the stream where people were saying, "Oh, she owes taxes. She hasn't paid her taxes," and she never told Lynette that she was paying the taxes. She went and she paid the taxes, but then she said, "I took the money from what was donated to pay myself back." Now, there's people here that were definitely part of that chat that were either a mod there or viewers there that absolutely seen that. Liz Burrows says, I gave 1900 to the barn, then as asked questions got blocked. Yeah, that's what she
Yeah.
does. You
Sorry,
asked a
Liz.
question, and I'm sorry that happened to you, but that's exactly what she did to Only Me. Because when Only Me donated his money, like the 2,500 for the child's play area. Tori gave an excuse that the money for the play area was spent on the tent, the shade cloths, the fireworks, and all the Christmas displays that Lynette now claims are damaged, can't be used. Cynthia says it wouldn't surprise me if it's well over 150,000 and well, now up the noses. I mean, woo, and there's obviously some, 5-hour partying going on there. Hey,
Yeah.
little bit. Oh, welcome, little bit. Welcome to the stream. I am very aware of your name. Hello.
Hello,
Welcome.
hello.
Little bit is from um, the other channel. Like they went after her too. They attacked her too. I believe it was Little
Unbelievable.
Bit that was just saying that she ordered stuff that she never got, and they threatened her. This is who, if I'm not mistaken, Little Bit, you can correct me if I'm wrong since you're in here. They Robbie threatened her. Also threatened her house guest that she had with the child. Hmm. Yeah, they threatened her too. Wait till you come back to Florida. Like they're threatening everybody. That's
Mm.
how they work. They threaten and they try to drive fear into their viewers
Hey, Chucky.
and donators. Hey, Chucky, how are you? You know, Terry, I alls he did, I believe if I remember right, alls he did was ask what happened to oh gosh, I can't remember the grandma name now. Oregon grandma. What happened to her? Did she get blocked? Little bit says, or Stacy says, Venom, yep, she's the latest to get banished for just wanting what you. Yeah, I mean, gosh,
How
don't
dare
ask
you?
for your
How
stuff that
dare
you paid
you?
for. Don't dare do it. Jen keeps it real. Hello, hello. We're
Hey,
having
Jen.
some Sunday gossip and some chats going on here. We're talking about it all. We're gonna cover it all. Plus, I'm gonna show you a video that she claims she took down. Yeah. See,
Awkward.
yeah, that is going to be awkward because she swears she told her viewers, and Little Bit was in there just recently enough to know. She said she struck Megan's Rumble video. The Rumble video from April 13th called, the Poop Our Team. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Auntie Hale's Poo Our Team spin. Yeah, that video. She claimed she had removed. She had it removed. Yeah, maybe we'll call Sundays the banning day. Sunday banners. I think we'll start a group over here, the Sunday banners. All the
Bananas.
people who have been threatened, harassed, banned, don't ask where your donations were spent. There's a couple people in here now. For the barn, they Lynette would come in and talk about, these fancy crystal like floors that she wanted, the foam installation that's $15,000. The flea said, "No, you're not getting $15,000," which I agree. $15,000 for foam insulation is a lot of money. So if you're really after just wanting a home and a room for the child, a permanent home for the child, of course, you want something decent to live in, but you're not going to be, spending big bucks. Because the one thing I will agree with that was happening, and I seen it for myself lurking that channel, that Lynette was getting dollar signs in her eyes and starting to eye very expensive things. But
Yeah.
let's not get it twisted. Lisa did not buy these things out of the goodness of her heart, and Lisa did not pay for these things out of her own pocket. The viewers donated the money and um, cards for Lowe's, the gift cards to
Yeah,
buy
like
the vents.
we don't have any idea, right? There's like no tracking for how much money came in and gift cards and all that stuff. So that's
No, only they
mm,
know. You
yeah.
know, her and Robbie and Tori. The archivist. And make sure I did not say anything bad here. The archivist. eye this, keeper of the records. But yeah, so and then Lynette was picking expensive things, and with the fence, she had picked out a fence, and the slats had little openings. And Lynette found a more expensive fence and said, "No, we changed our minds. This is the fence we want." So the fence was bought from Lowe's in Chiefland. Mhm. I know that. Yeah, I even know that a 501(c)(3) was used to,
Mm.
I don't know if they actually gave anything to Lowe's, but they on the sale price of the fence, they even got another deduction on the fence because of a 501(c)(3), and I mean, there's 2 parties that are, permanent hosts on that other channel that have 501(c)(3)s. So it would be interesting to, I wonder if Lowe's releases that information because, it's Lowe's in Chiefland where the fence was bought and delivered to the property. And anybody who doesn't believe me about the fence, I don't like to put his channel out there. So TC, Collins, that guy, he's got the videos of the fence being delivered. hmm And you can
Mm.
hear Lynette herself talk about they went to Lowe's in Chiefland. Yeah, yeah, Lowe's in Chiefland. So, any of you internet sleuths out there, if you want to try and get the receipts from Lowe's in Chiefland, Florida, maybe you can. I mean, she seems to think that you can't get these things or nobody would find these things out. Chucky says cannot purchase goods for property, which it does not. Oh well, Chucky. See now, remember, Lynette claims her property is a sanctuary. It's a for tortoises and lizards. So you can use a 501(c)(3) for property when they think it's going to another 501(c)(3) or for a sanctioned zoo, stuff like that. It's wild, but the things that you can get somebody to discount, they might not be able to take the actual proper tax credit, but a lot of places will cut a break if you could prove you've got a 501(c)(3). Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, Cynthia, you're right. He did purchase the first panel. He did. Bone Crusher did. Yep. Oh, and then, so it goes on. Hello, Sea Girl. Hello, hello. Hello, Ems. How are you? So she says that she never said she was going to build out the whole barn and that, the 56,000 was used for the wood that's sitting inside the barn for the framing. Well, if you remember back when Lynette was trying to get the motor bus that her and Bonebreaker were just talking about a couple weeks ago or about a week or so ago, and she did. She asked for $17,000 to buy said motor coach home, and Lisa said no. But, prior to that, Lisa was talking about how Lynette was going to have the best looking home on the block. That when they finished it, it was going to be better than Jeremy's house in Ohio. So, yes, she was talking about finishing it. Like she was putting up the barndo. They were doing, even though they were memes, they were throwing up images of what it could look like. Hey, Gutters Ho, how are you? How are ya? We're gossiping here today. Gossiping about some true facts. Oh, we got Dodo in the house. Hello, Dodo. And so,
Just
yeah, now it's just she was going to do the framing, maybe some drywall. Hmm, odd, because,
mm.
keeps talking about all this money she spent. Well, if they had all this money, Gabe's fines would have been paid a long time ago, and he would have been off probation. I mean, she's made that perfectly clear now that if they had that money, Gabe would have, they didn't use Lynette's money because they would have paid off his fines and he would have been off. But, the minute Shizzy dropped that paperwork showing that he had a warrant on July 3rd and July 8th Do you know the final payments were made for his probation?
Mm,
I wonder if they thought paying it would stop the warrants. Because now they're saying
that's a
that's
good
just a spin.
question.
The courts and the bail bondsmen and the jails, they have it. There's a money grab going on in the states, in all states, between jails, bondsmen's, and the courts. That's their money grab. That they don't care if the warrant's valid or not. They just take you in and make you wait for your court date. But there were some people asking us if, the past 24, 48 hours, why hasn't he gotten bond yet? Well, because his or next arraignment and next hearing, whatever you want to call it, because he's had the arraignment, the next time he goes in front of the judge is September 8th. Hmm. And, not one, but two judges corrected him when he tried to say, Your Honor, it's just one case. It's the technical. Yeah, this was all, decided. And the judge said, no, no, Mr. Weeks, there's two cases, two warrants, two counties. Mm, yeah. Because, the first county was Sumter to take him in and then transport him to Volusia, where the two cases are. And Megan and Tug actually pulled up the court docket that showed all the charges that were actually pled down to what he's got on the two. And they
Right.
absolutely were felony. Like, he was charged with felony. And no, it's not just one guy, because the newest spin is the guy stole from Gabe.
Of course.
Candy girl, hello, hello. Another. Uh, I heard you're a flipper too.
Oh boy.
I don't know
Not the
if that's
flippers.
right or not, but I mean, I'm seeing some people in here, and I'm thinking about naming my Sunday show Sunday Banners.
Hmm, I like it.
It kind of rings. I do, if I come on Sundays, we may have to name it something like that, because I feel sorry for everybody that she is treating like this, because they stuck by her. Stacy stuck by her. Terry Bear stuck by her. Little Bit stuck by her. These people stuck by her. They heard her with the fake tears of guys. I don't know what to say, but I can't tell you how happy I am. And Jeremy, you're done. Yeah, on and off, and just
Hey,
a
Gary.
for the throat. Yeah, I mean,
Candy's not a flipper. She's not a
no,
flipper. No.
no,
She
and
confirmed. No
no, none of
flippers.
these
No
people's
flippers
are.
over there.
None of them are flippers. They just left her chat.
They're a follower
They
of
weren't. They
facts.
didn't willingly leave. They were put out because they asked questions. Yeah.
They
you
wanted
know,
the facts.
only me is still to this day berated and belittled, because how dare he give $56,000 that she claims, and we all seen his receipts. Not
Yeah.
all of his 56,000 was for the barn. She's right. But I would say maybe out of the 56,000, I'll say about 50 of that was for the barn. That's what I think, from what I remember of
Yeah,
the
because his
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 breakdown.
his last amount, right? He was like, just finish the barn.
Yeah.
And she was
And
like, oh, this'll finish it.
she keeps
No,
saying nobody asked, nobody gets in touch with her, nobody emails her to question
of
what
course.
what their where their gifts are or their prizes are. Nobody emails her to question what's going on with the barn. Nobody emails her about the money, because originally the only people that were entitled to know about the money were the donors themselves. Well, we got some donors in here, and what happened when they donated? They got blocked. They got
As soon
they
as
got
they ask
from the
questions.
group. And then we heard, just like with only me, um, she kept saying, He did not donate what he claims. First the spin was she laughed because we put out the actual what it would have been back then in the currency from, the UK. And that exact currency converted into the US dollar came to 56,000 and some change. And only me could validate everything but 2,500. Tug kept saying there's 2,500 missing. And then I remembered there was a screenshot that I took way back in 2024 of him sending $2,500. He sent it in a message. He said, "Hey, Lisa, I sent another uh, PayPal, $2,500. Get the child a play area." Hmm. And then Tori
Hmm.
spun that into that paid for the fireworks, that paid for the Christmas displays, that paid.
Why would you need fireworks? These
Oh,
people
because they
don't have a
wanted
home.
they wanted to irritate Jeremy. The fireworks were to tick Jeremy off 100%.
I would have been pissed as a donor that
Yes,
money was
Stacy
being
says he gave way
wasted
more in super
taking
chats for the
food
project
out of that
before the burn.
baby's,
Yes,
yeah,
Stacy, he did. Sure did.
taking food out of that baby's mouth for
Hmm.
fireworks.
Well, let's talk about the food. Hey, fridge breaker, how are you?
For the love of God.
Oh, I'm glad you made it too. Oh, Malin, I love her. She has been sending people here and talking about the show, and she's got a show as well that she just came back from San Antonio, and I was jealous. She was like, doing the floaty thing down the river. It was tubing down the river. That I can never think of the tubes. I always call them floaties or the little round barges, but she was doing a tubing down one of the rivers in San Antonio, and she was showing a lot of the
Beautiful.
spots in downtown San Antonio that were really pretty. Hello, Stacy, Skittle sister. Oh, you're still at your son's, but you're flying back. Well, I hope you're having a good time while you were there. I hope it's a happy visit. Dumpster food is free. Yeah, Mr. Landfill, we heard all about, Lynette talking about how she was dumpster diving for food when her grandchildren or her grandson was there with his girlfriend, ex girlfriend, and friend, because Lynette had him thinking that they were moving to help her out and finish off what was left of the build that just happened. Like they had this guy convinced that there was at least like electricity, drywall, plumbing, it was a raw finish but livable and
Yeah.
the capability of occupying inside the barn. Little did he find out that, when he got there, of course there's electricity in the barn, no, but they were going to be staying in a shed that Lynette calls a small house now. She's calling it a tiny home. No, Lynette,
Mm.
16 by 20 is a tool shed, and the other shed that you have on the property is packed with all your stuff. And I don't know if you still got all those freezers and refrigerators in there that are broken down because that's another video. We're gonna go over a couple other videos on another day of Fish and Game because she says she's never accused John of being abusive, but she sure did to Fish and Wildlife. Then you got the video with the Trespass Five that she said they invaded my property, but it's great because I've got a video that you could kind of hear what her and the officer are talking about. You hear her quite a bit, and you hear some people on the phone. A
Mm. Oh boy.
little bit better audio. Oh, somebody says, "Can I say something?" Little bit, you sure can. What would you like to say? We will. I will
The
definitely
floor is yours.
tell you whatever it is you want to say. If I'm saying something that's misquoted or I'm off on something, I will gladly correct myself and retract it. I am not like a certain channel that some people have come from where things get ignored or you get yelled at. So have at it. Rosalind, Oh no, she can't type. Oh, her hand still. Talk to text. Blanket hello to everybody. Don't make Rosalind say hi to a million people. Everybody say hi, Roz.
Hi, Rozzy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just made a song saying she's living in an oversized coop. Well, my theory is I think that wood in the barn may have been used up. Okay, little bit is talking. Okay, Lisa Lee, I know you're watching, and so is your minions. Until you send me my shite that I paid for, you can take every fight through PayPal and shove it up your effing flocking arse for orders. Oh, little bit has dropped the
Oh,
mic drop,
snap.
mic drop, mic drop. We have a mic
If
drop
I
moment.
don't show up at the sheriff's department, I'll get arrested.
Snap.
Oh,
Give it to her.
oh, little bit. I agree with you. Um, yeah, I if I'm not mistaken, I think it was you that Robbie was threatening. Was it you, or was it the house guest that they want to talk about that person's may or may not have had an issue back then. If it was smoking pot, by her own admission, that's not anything bad. Oh, little bit still going. And we get blocked because we question our orders, and then she threatens to call the cops. Yeah, threatens to call the cops with a department where she's constantly dropping a certain permanent host's spouse's position. Stacy says, I could attest to what Venom said. She was very gracious when I asked for people to stop saying I have Tourette's, was a blessing and not to be ragged at, and it got worked out. Yeah, Stacy, it's true. Like, Stacy came and called me out because I seen a post and I took that screenshot and I showed it, and I was in another channel and I repeated what that screenshot said, and boom, Stacy came for me. Let me tell you, Stacy came for me. And she's like, "No, I do not have Tourette's," and stop saying it. And I said, "No problem. I will absolutely retract it." And I did, and I apologized. And I even told Stacy, I'll make you a deal right now. I will never talk about you again, and don't talk about me, don't misquote me. And she said, yeah. And she apologized. I apologized. And we've been, as someone would say, goody ever since.
Oh, goody.
Little Bit says, Candy Girl, I'm not scared one bit. I told her to bring him, and I've just been waiting for a week and a half and nothing. Oh, yeah. Like, she, amazingly enough, shows all these PayPals that she's claiming were canceled or something. They were originally posted, I guess, on Facebook. I got some screenshots that were showing them. But then the people from a certain group of a felon ex lawyer, they deleted those screenshots. That's what I heard.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's amazing the things that get deleted.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It is nice to be able to have a decent conversation. And you know what? I People want to tell me they don't like me or I said something that wasn't true. I need to retract it, whatever. I could be adult about it. And if people don't like me or I don't like them or whatever the thing is, I I, I can gladly deal with it. Like, I'm not going to put people out of a channel, because if I tell you I'm going to sell the alphabet magnet letters and I sell them to you guys, or I put them up as a raffle prize or whatever, I'm not going to turn around and say, you know what? You did not agree with what I'm saying or talking about. So you're no longer valid or eligible to receive the prize that you won, even though some people have paid more than double for shipping for said prizes that they never got.
Right.
Nor would I sell something and then, a year, some people various months go by and not receive it. Hey, Nefarious Shenanigans, duh. I love the name.
Yeah.
Philip Craft, welcome, welcome. Liz Barnes, Liz Bingo Bonds is here.
Mm-hmm.
Terry didn't say a
Hey,
word
Liz.
on her or anyone's channels. No, Terry, you have never said anything negative. Like I said, I think I saw you ask about Oregon Grandma, and that was it for you. Yeah, Jared too. Like Jared used to be a member of that channel too, and I all some of these people did was just merely ask, is it true that they were hearing somebody got banned, or somebody said that they sent her email, and she keeps claiming, no, I didn't get email, nobody emailed me, only me didn't email me, only me didn't, nobody asked for their money back, nobody asked for anything to be sent to other people, only me absolutely did. Only me, when he questioned about Gabe's record, went into her chat several times, and also went into Guapo's and literally told her, first he wanted his money back. He absolutely did. And then she kept going with the story of, I never got anything from you. You have me blocked. And he said, no, Lisa, you have me blocked. And then he went to her chat and several other chats and told her he wants the money he donated, whatever was left or whatever uh, had already been spent, which he was absolutely agreeing she spent some kind of money on what he was out there in donations, but he wanted the money sent to Lynette and the child. He absolutely did. I still have screenshots. I still have clips of where that man was absolutely in her chat, and she could say as much as she wants till she's blue in the face she never got an email. If he or Little Bit or Candy Girl or Stacy or Jared or Terry or the man on the moon are present in a chat with 300, 400 viewers watching, and they are asking for their purchases or their prizes, or where did their money go, or have that money forwarded, or gifts forwarded, or prizes forwarded to person anonymous A, then she has been notified. She has been told. She has been asked. There's no way dancing around it. She doesn't need an email telling her
Right.
not to.
Well,
Dinah's
that was her excuse so that she could say, nope, never got it. Nope, never got it. He never sent it.
Jan P says Shizzy's show was an eye opener. Yeah, Shizzy has been dropping a lot of information, a lot, and yeah, I was a few minutes late because he was telling me about what he is offering to do. He's offering to pay for a court reporter and the depot if she has Jeremy. What was the word he was using? Basically, subpoenaed.
Yeah, to do a deposition for
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
her as a
she's gonna
creditor.
question Jeremy. Little Bit
Yeah.
says, I emailed her 3 times. I'm a month and a half. She was waiting for for the stickers. So that's new. She just started those stickers. So Little Bit as early as the stickers. Ouch. Hey, King Bob. How are you? Rick Friend.
Hey,
Hello.
King Bob.
Hello.
Hello, hello,
Let's
hello.
see. Misty Bates. Only me absolutely specified what each donation was for. That's yes, he did. He most certainly did. And then, and I'm not afraid to call out. Like Stacy's been in enough of my chats where I have absolutely said and sometimes defended a person that I don't agree with. I think she's been scamming a lot of people for a lot of years, and this person just happened to scam a scammer. One grifter outgrifted the OG
Yep.
grifter, but she never expected the OG grifter to flip on her. And that was the first bus run over that started September of 2025 and all the way into November. Like it was months in the making. Like they were making up, breaking up, making up, breaking up. Lynette and Lisa should have their own mixtape.
Seriously.
Hey, Jason, how are you? Oh,
Hey, Jason.
I hear so much stuff has been going off. Oh, goodness. Lynette's talking about she's got 1,000 things to do. There's some kind of issues going on in Iowa. Let's see. Terry says, I've emailed Kendra on Facebook and no reply for 1 to 5 years. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Where's Kendra been? Kendra's name is on that show. Every
Right.
time she drops information and, says something, it's her and Kendra's name. The two Lees, after all. Steffi 30. Only me sent donations for the party for the completion of the barn raising party. Yeah. Now here's something else you guys could validate. Little Bit says I only got 7 of 11 orders. I closed all except for the 4 I didn't receive. She makes up lies. Yes, Little Bit. I did see that screenshot where it showed some of them were closed. I couldn't. When I went back to click the link to go and screenshot it, they had already deleted it because they were showing it in the ex felon attorney's Facebook page. That's where the screenshot came from. So I don't know. Maybe you could still see it. Maybe the person that was sending it to me is blocked. I don't know. Oh, Jason says, oh, the Iowa stuff is her calling CPS on her bio daughter 2 times in the last month. Wait,
Wow.
Jason, what? Ooh. Lisa did or Lynette did? Oh, Lynette. I'm sorry. I was talking about Lynette when I said, oh, Curious Bear. Hello, hello. Yeah, so you've got all these people that have absolutely emailed her, and she claims to every single one of them, I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
I didn't get no email.
None of the
Mary Bear says,
emails with
BS,
people.
BS is Lisa's Bible. Yep.
Anyone who has a question about their money never gets
$25 for a
received.
catfishing sticker. Are you kidding me? Is that what they want for that sticker? $25?
Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
Can we help Audio get to 600 subscribers today? Guys, Audio Coffee. Audio.
Hit like and subscribe.
Go do
Go.
it.
Go do it.
Let's get them 5 people at least.
Side-Eye says, I never get how people like that can behave this way for the world to see. Yeah, Side-Eye's, I mean, the stuff that this person has done, and there are people here in chat that were loyal followers of her. They were viewers for many years, and she turned on them in a heartbeat, because if you don't get back in line, if you question where's my stuff, that's not good.
Nope.
You're out. Stacy says, yep, I guess you get it, signed in a note. Yet she banished JH for doing his sticker for 20. Oh yeah, like Jeremy, and we all know what he sells. Everybody is aware of the prices, okay? Whether it's Jeremy's channel or Lisa's channel or Shizzy's channel or Megan or Tug, mine, it doesn't matter. Everybody has eyes. They know what they're buying. They know what the prices are. But when you buy something and you still don't receive it, that's an issue. That's a big issue. Little Bit says, I sent her 20 4 days before I was blocked. Oh, Little Bit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, each and every one of you
Yeah, exactly.
have had to go through this. Like it's not right. And
Nope.
why Facebook is not acting on some of this stuff and allowing these mass flags. And she sits there and her and Tori have talked. We heard the Olight. Well, Tori says I wrote Olight, and so did many followers. Even before she wrote to Olight, They talked about Olite and Jeremy and Guapo. And look, my opinion of the Jeremy and Guapo thing, I'm going to say it now because there are people in here that do like Guapo and still follow him, and that's great. I think Jeremy and Guapo were both shoulder checking each other. They both were in the wrong. But Guapo showed up recording to a spot where he knew Jeremy was going to be for a confrontation. I also have seen screenshots where Jeremy was talking to Guapo about hiring his ex because she needed a job. It was nothing about he took Guapo's girlfriend or broke bro code. It would be no different than if I'm an employer and Terry Bear came in and said, "Hey, I heard you're hiring. Can I get a job?" And then Star comes in the next week and says, "Hey, I want to get a job." And if her and Terry had something going, I'm not going to care about who was dating who or whatever. If somebody needs a job and I have a job to give, I'm going to give it because that's what he's done. He's given items back that he's paid for units that he's won in auctions and has returned items and sometimes whole units back to families. Is Jeremy a saint or the perfect person? No, none of us are. I'm not a
Right.
saint. I'm not a perfect person. We all do things that other people are going to disagree with or not like, and everybody's entitled to the prerogative. Like I spoke several times about things that I felt about the other channel and the what they were trying to do. I think she seen what a money grab that was and got greedy and decided, yeah. Jerry Bear says not dating no one.
Ah, that's funny.
Star, I think Terry Bear broke up with you. In the
Awkward.
imagination, in the imagination of Venom's mind, I have made an analogy, and Terry Bear has already broken up. Screenshot this. I
Jeez, am
can
I
agree.
that
They both acted
bad?
like assholes. Yeah, I mean, and then they want to portray too, going back to the party of the Christmas grift. They keep saying we never questioned last year's Christmas. Yes, we did. I personally know for a fact I absolutely did question her fundraising for last Christmas because I said she says she's, doing these events to help people in need. Well, I'm sorry, but how does somebody's family or somebody who sells storage units and has an online business, I get times are tight. Okay, but they still have a business. They have money coming in. How are they a needy family? Mind you, she said this was going to be a reoccurring thing. She was going to do this for Otter Creek because Jeremy doesn't do it anymore. That's literally what she said she was doing these Christmases for. They hate Jeremy Hales because he didn't like their behavior and didn't want to associate. Oh, Tug's in chat.
Hey, Tug.
Oh, why wouldn't people question it if there were questions about other fundraisers? Exactly, Tug. Exactly. Like the people I've watched people, I've seen people, other people that lurk their shows or seen the screenshots, watch you and Megan. Everybody has questioned what has been going on with the money. And then another thing, while we have some of their viewers or ex-viewers, I should say, because they've been banned, as they're telling us, and I believe them because they can't get back into chat because they would say something that doesn't jive with her story.
Or
And
ask questions.
uh, even the food was donated. Okay. The food that went for the HJ or HG Christmas was donated. Viewers paid for that. They asked their viewers to help donate for food. Did they or did they not? There's people here that can confirm it. They absolutely had the party. They absolutely, they made it sound like, there was this big whole biker thing that, there was a Christmas ride for just HG alone by, the big bad bikers that They even tried to get their viewers. They were telling their viewers, maybe we should go block off Jeremy's driveway so he can't leave. Yeah, there was a discussion about that too. Sure was. Yeah, Stacy and get threatened with the police. Little bit of saying it. Speak, little bit, speak. You know, I think Little Bit and Stacy really need to just tell their whole story. Tell everything. Let it out. Chucky says, what was the beer cost for the HD Christmas? Oh, Chucky, you mean the beer they claim wasn't there, as we watched even hard liquor being used to ignite a bonfire? Because if you don't believe me about the Christmas party, she keeps talking about, she can't show the video because we would, as viewers that follow Jeremy Hills and support the fact that he has been wronged and he has been defamed and stalked Otter Creek, we would do something to have those videos, taken down and people would be harassed over them. Odd, Thomas Collins has the videos of the Christmas party up. I watched it. You guys can go see. There's a bonfire. They bought a tent. They bought tons of shade cloth that's now sitting on top of the fence of, I don't even know what to call it, but you could see where it's crooked. There's slats missing on the bottom. It's broken up. We heard the hit when Crook pulled in. Tug says, I'm surprised they haven't claimed it was non-alcoholic beer. Oh, no, can't. It's a little hard to do when you could see actual pictures with screenshots that were passed of what kind of beer they were drinking. Little Bit says, you never use alcohol to set a bonfire. Oh, well, the grandson, Topher, he was pouring it on the bonfire. Doe says, screenshot this, as sadly there will always be people that never heard. Hey, Tug, do you know what I found, Tug? Ready for this, Tug? You know the video Lisa claims she had removed from Rumble of Megan's? You know that video? Yeah, she claims she had taken down. Guess what?
Alzheimer's
Probably
or
gonna have
mental
to,
confusion.
but oh, I have to refresh. Let me refresh it. Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's what I think.
You
Oh,
guys, they should.
What's this? What does
There
it
are
say?
days when we just have to.
Anti-heels
We have to
to our
take one
team
for the
spin
team.
machine.
Yeah.
Megan Fox.
20 to 25. Yeah,
April
same speed.
13th.
He's going Mach.
Lisa, we got a problem. I'm even going to take it back. Like, I want you to see. Like, it's a whole video here.
well, just remember,
That's
you have
impossible.
police connections within the antis. You
I
have a
just think
gun
there's
with a firearm on a car full of people, including a child. You've also had stalking that will not be upheld. It doesn't matter. He's even talked about pulling firearms. He's actually had a firearm with him.
Because
he's done multiple things.
I'm on
They
Rumble.
will uphold that. And everybody that uses blessing boxes.
Is that
seems to
not
go to
Megan's
jail.
video? Huh.
Very
It
odd.
is.
She
Very
keeps
odd
telling
indeed.
a
Very,
whole
very odd. I
channel
mean,
of
I
viewers.
would think, Tug,
She
wouldn't
had this
you, that
removed.
someone
Pause,
who
Venom.
does all of these things would, I don't know, serve some.
She's saying
Yeah, we
she
can't
had
hear
this
you
video.
when the video is on. We can't hear you
She's saying
speak over
she
it.
had this video removed.
Yeah,
She told
doesn't
her
look like
channel
it.
multiple times that this video was taken down because it was harassing and bullying. And yeah, she said Rumble went after Megan and took it down, and Megan knows. Megan, she keeps calling Megan a liar. No, Chucky, Megan's not going to strike me. Megan gave me her blessing to play this. Sure did.
Megan would never, first of all.
Nor would Tug.
Right.
But they like to strike channels.
Exactly.
They like to false flag channels. They like to silence people. Why? Why are they trying to silence Megan and Tug? Why are they trying to silence Shizzy?
Why are they trying to
Candy Girl
silence
says it was
anyone?
taken down, but they put it back up. Well, you know, last thing that I heard, Candy, is she said it's taken down and it's not back up. That's why I'm showing it, because she has said it never got put back up. Tug says exactly, Megan and I don't strike channels for fair use. And that's absolutely true. I followed Tug and Megan, as we all have, for a long time. Like, I followed Tug. Oh, I noticed him posting about Johnny Depp, and I started watching his channel because of some comments that I just thought were right on point about Amber Heard. Fave says, when Megan realized that there was one in limbo, she got that video put back up. Okay, Fave's just explained. So even if it was in limbo, first off, Shizzy did go over with Megan about how you can look things up on Rumble, and it will show if it was first, second, third strike, whatever. There's like a number. It shows you. There's a numbered panel, and Megan never had that, so it was not struck. It was probably in limbo, or Megan didn't post it, because I remember this day. She was talking about her birthday.
Yep.
And the birthday stream, and how much fun everybody was going to have.
Which was a good time.
To be godsmacked. I watch Megan and Tug because they go after the truth. That's what Lisa
Right.
hates about them. Exactly. They sure do. They hold no punches. And they deliberately target Megan from the first time they told Bruce how to strike a channel. Her and Whopper Boy bragged that, oh, I wonder who taught Bruce how to do that, when Megan played the Bruce tape, or the recording of it that was on his page for 10 years. How come that's another thing. Why did Bruce need them? Like, I get he needed viewers, so he starts with them, right? But he had his channel for 10 years. When myself and other viewers found his channel, that found that recording of the woman leaving, and it was on a cassette answering machine, going, Bruce, F off, and all that whole message thing that was hysterical. And that was Megan's first strike from them, like, that I recall. Okay, I don't think Megan ever had anything prior to that. And I was in that stream, and all of a sudden Megan had to fire back up, or it was Tug that fired back up, but it literally said his full name, that he struck her for copyright. And they seemed to think it was funny. But yeah, we'll take a few more glances at this video that doesn't exist. I want to prove that it is a full video. It is the full 2 hours, 56 minutes, and 58 seconds.
Time get actually charged with something, but they keep on dropping the charges, mysteriously dropping the charges. Why the heck would they do that?
Not just that. There was a call made to Levy County complaining about some of the stuff that was happening by Tina, and said officer got really butthurt about this, and he said he was talking about he basically was mad because of something she said, and talked about how he knew John and Michelle very well. Strange, isn't that?
Imagine that. I wonder if that's what got Lisa mad, that they were talking about the relationship between Preston and Levy County. Could that have been it? Tug, what do you think? What do you think it was about this video that ticked off Lisa to strike it? Or it was just the false flag that she always does, because she has no right to strike any of these videos, because anything that Tug and Megan ever showed was done in fair use. Same with Shizzy. Going over a body cam. talking about body cams. We have the right to our opinions. And our opinions are you were absolutely calling the police to report stuff between Squat and Bill. I mean, Squat even admitted that she wasn't the one who was looking to press any charges. She just wanted him to get help. And we seen the pressure that the flea put on her and was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are you saying you don't want to press charges? Now, I'm not quoting her verbatim, but that was the gist of her comment in front of the police on body cam to Squat Pump. But
Yeah.
that's another thing.
It seemed instigating, you know, in
But
my
that's another
opinion.
thing I'm questioning. We were going to hear a story from Squat Pump. She was going to tell her whole story. Why haven't we heard about that? Hmm.
Hey, Tracy Spencer. It's a good question.
Hey, Tracy. Yeah, like we heard about her going to rehab. We heard about the surgery on her foot. We even heard that she had a post office box. I mean, little bit if you're still in here, you could validate it. She set up a post office box address that ironically is hers, that she was getting cards and or gifts for Squat Pump. Did Squat Pump get any of that? Because we already seen Kyle Alex say that, he sent $100 that she denied, that eventually Gabe said, oh, yeah, I got it. I gave it to her, but, not before they put Kyle out. Now, I do know Kyle still talks to Gabe, but I have to ask, let's see. What did Little Bit say? Little Bit says, yeah, that was true. That was true. But was Kyle the one who took Gabe out for his birthday? Little Bit, do you know? Was that Kyle's trip? I'm not saying Kyle did anything nefarious, but I do know Kyle was supposed to go to Florida to hang out with all of them in June. When she had her birthday party and Gabe's birthday party, that, you know, uh, the permanently retired attorney, the husband, the kids, they all went to the party. But LP and John Cook weren't invited to the party. Wonder why. Sandra Robinson, Flea will be dominating Squat's check. Not that Gabe is. Well, I don't know. Squat's got some issues herself. She's got court dates pending too. She's got a trial in November. Mm-hmm. Yep, sure does. Stacy says there was 199 given for that and was called a liar. Kyle never took him out and he doesn't talk to him anymore. Oh, really? Because and she must be talking to a different Kyle. Her and Gabe. But then again, I mean, when Gabe was arrested, that, she said wasn't arrested, she was talking to Gabe in the background going, they think you're in jail. But there was no response, trying to pass off that Gabe was there and he wasn't.
Right.
Because then she said, my husband at least cops to, he owns what he did. I'm not going to go into the full terminology of what she brought up about the, the rugs, but she says he's not an addict, just because he had a couple, 2, 3 mistakes doesn't make him an addict. But Tug brought up a good point about the 5-hour energy drink that I love. You know what he said?
What do you say?
Oh, sorry, I was taking a sip of my coffee. If he's always drinking 5-hour energy, how come he hasn't popped 30 for it on the other times? Because he's tested twice a month, not scheduled dates.
Right.
They spring it on him. Oh, the gal says he might not need a Coke all the time, but he sure likes to get. Oh, Big Gal. Yeah, some people only drink, Coca-Cola occasionally, and some people drink Coca-Cola multiple times a day. But we also heard one of the other spins about one of those dirty times. One was the only bagel or everything bagel. Sorry, I keep getting it mixed up. I don't want to mix up my products. There was everything bagel, 5 Hour Energy.
Mm-hmm.
But there was also, little bit, Stacy, Terry, you guys may have still been in there to hear this one. The pipe was dirty. So who's drinking or who's smoking out of his pipe that would have cocaine substance residue in it?
Right.
Because,
Good
it's funny.
question.
Bill said that that's what they smoke over there. Little bits of PO test after holidays and birthdays. Yeah.
Makes sense. It makes total sense, right?
Yep. Sure does. Miss Debates. We should all refer to her as our Fleesa. She won't enjoy getting owned. Well, we sure can't call her after the old what was that, 30s or 40s or 40s or 50s sitcom, Our Little Margie. We can't call her Our Little Fleesa.
Oh my God.
She's
Awkward.
and okay, the blonde streak. Come on, guys.
Oh my God.
It's getting bigger and bigger in
Seriously.
her avatars. Is it expanding with
But
the
she's
weight gain?
always had it, even though you never saw it before.
The body cam shows her hair down and up, and there's no blonde streak in it.
Right.
None.
Right.
Little Bit says, it was cannabis laced with coke. That would never happen. Little Bit, and Stacy and Terry, she even said something the viewers sent, which I'm sure that's where she's going with the everything bagels back then, that the viewers sent Gabe food and stuff. Like, she literally said the viewers sent him stuff that was laced, and I think that's when she came up with the everything bagel excuse. Her and Robbie discussed the poppy seed thing. They started it. That, of course, she's so offended by it, but yet,
Yeah, it was them.
yeah. Oh, we got Sister Sal with 100 jewels Sunday. Thank you,
Oh,
Sister
thank you so
Sal.
much, Sister Sal.
That is so nice of you. Parody Valor News. Valor says the steak is getting bigger on the Bigfoot.
The
also,
streak.
yeah, or
The streak.
The streak.
Not
Sorry.
the steak. Venom
Hey.
wants a steak, apparently.
Yes, I do want
Venom's
to.
hungry.
Yes, I am. About me, who gives a F? Terry, it's still not right. You asked
Exactly.
just a simple question. No accusations. No, where's this? I didn't get that. It was just a question a viewer would ask, but they're not allowed. Let's see. I'm gonna forward ahead a little bit and see what other juicy details on here.
For their character.
Babes had
while on a
steak last
police
night.
Oh,
We're going over there now. Does everyone understand? Goodbye, YouTube. I'll read your super chats when we get to Rumble. Bye, YouTube. Get over to Rumble right now. Go, 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 go.
That beat does.
Pause.
it does, doesn't it? Okay.
Why does it look like the fireman's shooting out his hose? Is it me? Or does the fireman look like he's shooting his hose? Awkward.
Do you know this is oh no.
Is it just me, chat? Or do I need my glasses?
Do you know
Because I don't have them on.
this is the infamous video.
He's hosing his fence. He's
Sister
hosing
Sal,
something.
Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. If you guys
Oh,
got a
that's so
gifted
sweet.
membership, please be sure to thank Sister Sal. This is the video. This is the day that Cook was trying to smoke. Well, it may be one of the days, but This is what inspired Shizzy for smoking the eyes and stinky poo. They were trying to smoke Travis out. Poor Travis. And that's another new spin.
You think the
Preston says,
fireman always holds his hose like
well,
that?
I guess when they're watering the what did she call that box?
The blessing box.
The blessing box. Those were the blessing boxes.
He's given the box some
mailboxes.
blessing.
He's
shooting the box of blessing.
We even heard
from his hose.
Landon give a description of what happened with the blessing box. There was nothing in it, and she made them run out with the food and then take a picture of the food that they stuffed in there. That was their food.
That's awkward, fireman. Awkward.
So they go to Rumble.
All right. We're off. We're off of YouTube. We have done it.
It does look bad.
It's so funny. It's too good. Second D drop. Perfect. That super tips still works even when you're over here on Rumble, which is great because I love getting tips. I really do. And Linda Early, she sent 5.
So happy birthday, girly.
Thank you for that. And Jules sent 5 too.
Happy birthday, Megan. I can't believe my sweet nephew is graduating kindergarten. Also, I accidentally made a super tips trying to send you one. LOL.
Aw, your nephew's graduating. That's so sweet. Kindergarten graduation is the sweetest time.
Yeah, so now we hear, and we just seen a screenshot, we hear they are on Rumble now. You know, the beginning of the video started on YouTube, then it goes to Rumble, and we just seen a birthday wish for Megan. Because this was April 13th. The video, Lisa, it's still there. Look, I'm playing it.
So cute. Okay, those of you over on Rumble, we see you with the emojis and the dumpster fires and the Doge dogs and the dancing otters. All right, it's good to see you. Now, now that we're all over here and we've made the transition and the music died down, don't annoy your neighbor with too many dancing emojis. Because pretty soon, people in the chat are going to be like, would you stop with the dancing emojis? All right, guys, what I have for you tonight is something that nobody has shown you yet. It is brand new. It's brand new. Members only content from the Fleabag show,
Sharon,
which of course is,
true.
you know, I don't know. According to Just J-Hip, it's the greatest show on YouTube.
That's what he said.
He loves it.
Oh, do we remember this members only now, gang? This is the one that Lisa claims that Megan's gonna owe her $150,000, Megan. Yeah, and times that by how many people viewed it? Thousands viewed my video because she's gotten over 100,000 people watching this.
You should just be thankful anybody's watching it. She did you a favor.
Yeah, I'm gonna fast
He
forward.
can't get enough of it, and because of that.
Oh wait, what's this? Oh, this would be Jeremy. Is that Jeremy's truck? Is that her?
All right, now I gotta go check my property.
It looks
they
like
are parked right out in front of my property right now.
We remember
they are parked right out in front of my property.
This is Jeremy's video.
They're stopped in front of my property, filming in front of my property.
Cook Street.
Now that they see I turned around, now they're leaving.
I'm going to back this up because some of you may not have seen this.
Well, we're going to play parts of the video because later in this, we're going to play the full video, but I don't want you to see the full video yet because their explanation is too funny, and then we will debunk it live. Let's see, where did I put it is the question. It was under order of
Kevin the
protection
Dragonfly, thank
violations
you
videos.
for the
Yep, there it
450
is.
jewels.
All right, so the
Butterfly.
first one, we got to go all the way to, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff we haven't seen yet because I start at 144. All right, so this is what you all have seen already. Let's watch it again, shall we? Here we go. Jeremy's driving down Otter Creek Road. Uh-oh, there's John.
Did not turn around. Came straight at me.
Squeal them tires, maybe.
Came straight at me.
New spin that was said way after this video that the child, with her diagnosis of having, being put on the spectrum, she can't stand loud noises. You guys hear what's happening, right?
Lynette's screaming, "What the fuck are you doing?"
He's like, "Wait, Con, I've got some content for
was
us."
that a trail cam on the pole? Wait, was that a trail cam?
I didn't see it.
Oh, I'll play it again. I think we've got a trail cam up there.
That sound is obnoxious.
Look, there's one camera there. Look, right here.
Mm-hmm.
See which way it's pointing? It's pointing straight out to Tubetown. That one's pointing straight to Tubetown.
Mm-hmm.
Not to their gate, not to their property. Tug and Megan pointed this out. Shizzy's pointed this out. I'm sure I don't even remember who all was showing this back then. Even Mr. Coop may have, I don't know, but that camera is pointing straight to Tubetown. But watch
what are you doing?
He's like, "Wait, Con, I've got..."
Oh no. Okay, that's just possibly cable on the electrical pole or part of the electric company thing. I thought that was a trail cam at first, but it's got cables coming out of it. So no, my
Gotcha.
mistake. But there's one cam so far.
Got some content for us.
Can we skip the horn?
All right.
Yeah, we're past the horn.
Then Jeremy
Yeah, I had to
drives
remove my
away.
earbud too.
Okay, fine. Then we have the other one. The second video.
It's still
where Jeremy
horning.
has driven away, but he sees
It's
in his
still
rear
horning.
mirror.
Yeah.
John stopped.
Going towards my property. Told the judges that they never
see
got
right
my
here?
property.
Right there. Right there is John Cook's vehicle. He stopped right in front of Jeremy's property. King Bob, I don't know if it's a flock cam. It looks like, when I look at it, it looks like it's got cables coming out of it. Like it's either cable or it could be something from the electrical company. She doesn't even have the proper ampage on the property. That's one of the major fixes that need to be done with the property is electrical. Fleesa keeps saying they have a roof. They don't need a roof. That whole barn, it's not sealed. That roof is not a proper roof for a home. Another thing that they're claiming is that Lynette's throwing in all these additions, which she did. She wanted a loft added with 2 more bedrooms. She wanted 2 en-suites for her and the child upstairs, and then a downstairs bedroom with an ensuite for Crook downstairs. But what Lynette and Fleesa are both missing on those blueprints is this is where Fleesa is saying that all this stuff was there. No, it wasn't. If you look on Lynette's own post, in the blueprints, there is no stairway to go up to the upstairs. There is nothing for storage. There's nothing. There's I think it was about a back door too. I don't recall if the barn has a back door or not, but there's no staircase to get upstairs if the upstairs was to be added. There's nothing sketched out for where a uh, electrical source would be in the home itself. Like, where would they put the main breaker box inside the home? Would it be inside the home or outside the home? None of that stuff was plotted or planned off. Nothing for where plumbing would be in the kitchen, nothing for where plumbing would be in a bedroom. Like, all it was the diagram of the barn, and that's it. Like, whoever made the first, or when they bought the barn, whoever did the first set of paperwork, they were under the impression it was just going to be this, either a barn or open area, like looking up to the main upside of the barn, and they were just going to be on one level of living space. But Lynette wanted that second level, but they never made any kind of sketch or a plan that would show a staircase going up to a second level. There's talk of a loft that's not in the original blue plans. So all that stuff would have needed to be reworked. She's not lying about that. It would have to go and be redrawn by an engineer, and then permits, even, both sides. She had the money, she collected the money and was doing the work, so she should have been paying for the permits 100%. But Lynette, I also have to say, my opinion is, with Lynette, she also sat for almost 2 years without doing any work. Like, she did the door and the windows before she even hooked up with Lisa for the HD Christmas, or for her to tell her side of the story. I think it was like a month or two before she started talking with the flea that she had the windows and the doors done. That was the last bit of work that they ever did on the property. And
Well,
that was done by Lynette. Now, how she got the money for that, who knows? Same way, probably from the same people that were giving her money for the cameras, which that goes back to, I can't remember the guy's name, but there was a guy that sent her, like, the original camera that she kept in the shed. And I believe it was trail cams that she got, that she was originally recording Jeremy with in 2023 and 2024.
all I know is the chat keeps mentioning tin roof. So now
Yeah, it
I'm
is a tin roof. The whole
literally,
barn.
I can't get tin roof, rusted, love shack, baby, love shack, love shack, baby, love shack. Sorry,
Big Gail says,
I couldn't
every
get that out of my
time,
head now.
oh, you're fine. I have some work done that requires permits. The contractor I hire goes and pulls them at the courthouse. Yeah, I mean, if they were, even if it was Gaby doing the work, if he's licensed, and he was going to be the contractor,
Yeah,
because they
and
did talk
usually
about,
there's an
and
expediter
Tori's
who
husband.
works with the expediter works with the architect to get the drawings and then the permits. You know, they help the contractor, the lead contractor, get the
Yeah,
drawings approved and then the permits. Yeah,
Lisa
but
Patterson
there's an
says
expediter
they
in the
changed
middle.
stuff with the inspection. Laws changed in Florida beginning of the year. Yeah, no, even sooner than that. I think it's October 1st. And, they keep talking about the mayor, they're talking about Therese and Zim, that they're crooked. Well, first off, they want to say that Jeremy, these were his connections. He bought the town, right? So if that's true, if Jeremy had this pull with Therese and Zim as mayors of Otter Creek, why haven't they gone after Lynette for living illegally on the property with no permits in a camper that's not tied down or fixed anything, can't be claimed as a homestead? So if Zim and Therese were so crooked, why didn't they go after Lynette? Because, I mean, if Jeremy had them in his pocket, he surely would have them go after them for being on the property, living there illegally without any work going on. So if that's the case, why hasn't Zim done that? Strange, isn't it?
There's the question.
Yeah. I mean, if you had that kind of connection, they wouldn't be living there all these years illegally out of a shed with a child that she absolutely did say that, she was in the shed with the child. And then once this stuff started with the barn and Lisa and everybody donating for the barn that never happened, like the bench that's never happened, there's a new story on that one too. She could have roughed it in as she got her electrical and water hooked up, got habitation license, and then did the floor layout changes after. Chucky, there's been a lot of people that have said a lot of different ways, and you're right. I'm sure it is. I'm not a contractor. I've never done any kind of building. Like my family's done renovations and extensions and additions and everything else, and it's always been who's doing the work gets the permits. We never had a file for any permits. The contractor would come. My family would discuss what work they wanted done. They'd go get blueprints done. It would get approved. As soon as that was approved, the work, they would go and get the work permits. We would have to post them in the windows so they were visible the whole time.
Yeah, when I was putting in my addition, in the middle of, we realized that the architect didn't build in the 20-foot ceiling to match, because I wanted the new space to match what the den space had. So they had to stop work. They updated the architecture and made sure that all of that was updated, got it approved, and then work continued. So you can update the plans in the process. Like if you want to make a change, like we thought that the architect actually had the vaulted ceilings, but they, because I've never reviewed plans before, so I didn't know. And then they started talking about it and we were like, no, that's supposed to be 20-foot ceilings, in that space as well. And so they had to go change it. But, it was easy to go make the change. So if they wanted to, we didn't have to go re-get permits. They just had to get the plans reapproved and then continue, the work.
Yeah. Well, Lisa Ratz just pointed out.
You can make changes while the permits are in place.
Sure can. Yeah, Gwen, I am.
They just want to make sure structurally you have everything.
Yeah, I recently, probably a couple months ago, started a X channel, which I got to remember to post the link to my X channel because I don't it says Venomous Venoms, but X gave me some venomous and number thingy. But my avatar and everything is up on there. So yes, I'm on X. Lisa Ratz pointed out Zim went after Travis, which he absolutely did. They gave Travis a hard time. So when they try to use Zim as being in Jeremy Hale's pocket, because Zim and Rex had something to do, Rex Woods helped with moving Lloyd off the property. And Zim was just friendly with Jeremy because he's a resident and he was vice mayor at one time who became the mayor. But if he was in the pocket, he would have gone after Lynette. No, he went after Travis. Now, granted, what he went after Travis for was mostly about Tubetown 2.0, not 1.0, because Travis wasn't looking to do what he's doing at 2.0 on Jeremy's property. He wanted to put a trailer, or he wanted to do something to where he could have, hot dogs, some kind of food or whatever. And they literally were giving him a hard time about the electrical pole and all the stuff that Travis has tried to do and not do. So yes, they did go after Travis. So kind of debunks Lisa's thing that Travis or Zim is in Jeremy's pocket. So yeah, kind of blows that one up.
By my property.
But again, there's Crook's Jeep. That's Crook driving the Jeep.
All right, now I gotta go check my property. They are parked right out in front of my property right now. They are parked right out in front of my property.
That's weird.
They're stopped in front of my property, filming in front of my property. Now that they see I turned around, now they're leaving.
Yeah, see, there he just banged the right. And it could be banging a left because we don't know the perspective of the camera.
Came right here in front of my property to continue to film. After they violated the protection order, came
Venom,
straight
do you want
towards
to
me
pin
instead of turning.
my link to your ex?
Let's see. Where did you put your link? Let's see. It won't. Oh, I will.
Bang.
Oh, Gwen found it. Yeah. I'll post it this way because right now it's not showing me where I could pin this here. Like they changed everything, and my setup for StreamYard looks different than what I see in others. Yeah, if Faves, can you copy that link and repost it for the X account? I would love it if you guys would follow me on X as well, because if I get a certain number of followers on X as well, then I could live stream on 2 different platforms. Because Lord knows I'm not having much luck with Rumble, and boy, I've got some video clips and stuff from the early stages on of her attacking Megan and Tug, even making accusations that Megan may have been, her and Jeremy may have been more than just friends. Yeah, but she doesn't say stuff like that. The flea don't talk like that. It's always everybody is victiming somebody on that side. They're always the victim. They have, all these issues. People just attack them for no reason. They're just trying to tell their side of the story. No. They keep saying nobody's asked them, or sent them proof. We've shown proof. Rosalind and I showed a whole lot over a year, and we showed a lot of stuff. Tug and Megan have been covering this from the get-go, and they didn't cover it because they were covering it and they knew Jeremy and they were friends with Jeremy. They were covering it because of the bad Judge Grudge, that they now want to say, Megan and Tug and Jeremy, they targeted that poor judge. That poor judge, it was ruled on that he was biased. He had no right doing what he did. Oh, Chucky. Yeah, I will. I definitely will. Because boy, I need help with that one for sure. Because I've got so much stuff I want to transfer over there that I could be showing. That, yeah, I'd like to do a lot of debunking with some stuff that I've been collecting. Oh, we'll show some more of this for a little bit more.
Around.
All right. So you guys remember. All right, let's look at our disclaimer though before we do this. This is parody. This is fair use, because these people say if you don't have a disclaimer, you can't show their stuff. So here's the disclaimer. This is parody. This is fair use. This is protected speech. If you don't like it, too bad. If you complain, we will laugh. If you file a false copyright strike, prepare for public embarrassment by memes alone. Lawyers you can try, but you'll just fuel the parody. If you're offended, change the channel, maybe touch grass. Do not contact us. Do not report this to any platform. Do not pass go. There is no $200. Fuck around and find out.
Amazing. Little Bit says, I'll never claim to be a victim because I was the one that chose to do what I did. First and last time I will ever buy from her. Yeah, Little Bit. No. None of you that I've seen that have left, even while in her chat, have ever said anything. And I did see the night that she argued with you. I was watching. So I seen it. And she absolutely attacked you. She absolutely called you, as well as others, as they have either questioned or just made comments or asked for their stuff, made, her little foul language, called names, accused, everybody's innocent. Nobody does anything wrong on her panel. She collects stuff for, all her stuff that she's selling. Hello, Don B. How are you? Hope you're doing well.
The man with all the questions
Yeah.
that never got
And
answered.
Don B asked a
Don
lot
B.
of good questions. And that's right. It was Don B who asked, that's who it was that was put out. I said it was Terry. It was actually Don B who said, is it true what you did to Oregon Grandma? Because him and
Don B
Oregon
was
Grandma were
asking
the
all the
ones asking the
hard-hitting
questions.
questions.
And yep,
Mm-hmm.
he was shown the band. Don B, what do you think of this name for Sunday shows, Sunday banners? For people who have been banned or just feel like they need to be banned, we're welcoming you. Yeah, I mean, Don
That's
B
right.
did ask whether it was pro the flea or question even stuff that he felt Jeremy, he may not like Jeremy or whatever his feelings are. I don't know. It's not for me to say one way or the other, but I did see him question things that were, on the side that Jeremy would be right at times, or brought up things that Jeremy said that Don just wanted a simple answer to. Jeremy made a point and Don was paying attention. Whether he agrees with Jeremy or not, I can't speak for Don. I could only say what I seen. And Don merely asked questions, and Oregon Grandma asked a couple questions, and poof, bye-bye. They weren't welcome anymore. That was it. You were disrespectful in her chat. You didn't go with the flow, and you didn't allow the Queen of Peen to have her way.
Okay.
Let's see what else does
That's
Nick got on here.
Do this 15-second adjustment near your breaker panel once, and you'll never overpay for
Said it's
electricity
Rumble.
again. Here are 5 things.
That's our disclaimer.
I definitely don't want to. Yep. See, it's I'm not playing it. Calm down, Felisa. Not playing it. So
the whole time.
That is the dumbest thing I've
yeah,
ever heard.
216. She got home on December 29th because she wanted to do a follow-up and wanted to add to the above report. Rosalind was looking it over and started laughing and said, "You wanted Marla arrested?"
Okay. I just wanted to prove a point. I think I proved that the whole video is there intact. And if anybody wants it to view for themselves, I will post the link for it later today. So you can go to Rumble directly and see. I'm not making anything up. It's nothing I recorded, nothing somebody else recorded. It's not from some hidden secret space that nobody can find. It's 100% on Rumble. That as of a week or so ago, she was still bragging, is not there. Go look it up.
You're so stupid.
You're so stupid.
You're stupid.
You're stupid. Stop it. Stop
You're
it.
stupid.
Silly. Yeah, so they, oh, Chucky, what you got to say? Lisbon simulcast of the flea stream is the place to be during a flea stream. People state their facts without risk of being banned. Yeah, I won't go in there. I can't. Like, I cannot stomach him. So, Chucky, you do you. I can't tell you or 186 viewers where you go and play. You guys are welcome to go anywhere you want. You're all adults. God or whatever entity or religion you believe in, we were all
Hey,
given
Bunsen.
free will. So
Yes, we
that
were.
means, Lisa, that if viewers from your channel want to go into other channels, you shouldn't be banning them, because that was something she said last night, that if people from her channel are caught in any of these other channels, they're 86, they're done. Yeah, she said that last night. Yeah, along with, she's going to have Jeremy dragged in and she's going to put him under deposition. She could do that because she's a creditor. She could do that in Lynette's bankruptcy. She could do that, she said. Well,
Okay, well, Shizzy's willing to pay for the transcription, so
Bunsen,
bring
I
it.
have that starred. Maybe Miyagi might get modded on Luthman's stream. Hey, maybe she will. Little Bit says, oh, yep, she was talking about you. Yeah, Little Bit, she absolutely, I'm telling you, your ears should probably be ringing. Like my grandmother used to say all the time, if your ears rang, that little inner ring you get in
Yep,
your ear.
somebody was talking about you.
Somebody was talking about you. K-Mac Queen, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. You're awesome.
Woo
Oh,
woo.
Don B, I thought she didn't do the paperwork to be a creditor. Well, there's none listed from her. Like, her name is on there, so is Bubbles, but she also said that she chose not to be a creditor. Did she choose not to be a creditor because she would have to prove where all this money came from?
Right.
Is that why, Lisa? Is that why? Are you not going forward? And did you not give the court your information and file whatever paperwork you needed to, because that would mean the court could on their own look at you, which they can do anyway? Because Preston did state in a deposition, she said she didn't lie, that you were holding money for her. Not this recent one, but the one that was before that. It wasn't a deposition. I'm sorry, I got to correct myself. When the trustee and the trustee's attorney for the state questioned her under oath, that's when she said it. You were holding money for her. See, like I said, I will correct my own mistakes. And if I'm wrong or misstate anything about anybody, viewer, channel, whatever, I'll correct it. I'll own it. As would Megan, Tug, Shizzy, Rosalind, Star.
Yep.
We're not afraid of saying we were wrong, or we said something wrong, or that wasn't correct. Or if a viewer who left their channel, that's one thing everybody has said. Everybody's welcome in everybody's channels as long as they're nice. So, yeah, you don't have to like Jeremy. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like Megan or Tug or Star or Rosalind or Shizzy or the Man on the Moon or a Pear or Mr. Coop, who they're trying to sell his chickens and his hen house. I'm kidding, they're not. But you don't have to like them to go in their chat. And you don't have to get along with everybody or whatever the flea is now claiming. But to turn around and tell people that if she finds out that you're in other chats, you're not allowed in her chat. Who made her control? Like, she could do what she wants in her channel, sure. But that's a pretty crappy way to treat viewers. It really is.
But why would you think that you have that type of control over somebody in your chat? And why would the chat stay in a channel where they're like, I'm the only channel you can watch?
Yeah.
Then you're trying to, keep people from actually seeing the truth, because that's what's happening.
Yeah, they are trying to silence the truth because if there was nothing to hide,
Right.
why are they striking the videos with the body cam?
Exactly.
If she wasn't poking and prodding the neighbor to do her own content of a bad neighbor story that she started long before she revealed that she had been talking to about Jeremy Hales and Guapo, because she called Jeremy Jim Jones back in
Right.
2023 into 2024. Whenever she talked about Jeremy, he was referred to as Jim Jones. So she always had a propension against him. She always had dislike and contempt for Jeremy. But to turn around and early on try to claim that she was going to be unbiased and report the story. First off, she has the nerve to keep saying Megan's not a journalist, but she is. Where did she go? Where did she work that made her a journalist?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Megan is a award-winning investigative journalist.
Don said, you can show her chat proof of something that proves Lisa to be a liar and they still don't believe it. They believe her. Oh, yeah. Her and my bestie, Marla Hughes. Marla. Liz Barnes says, actually, it's a good thing it took some people a while to make their decisions. I'm proud of them for thinking it through. Yeah. I mean, you could only get along or get away with buffaloing somebody for so long. Dana
Right.
says cult. I mean, it is cult-like behavior when you think about it. As much as she
It
wants to
is.
say Jeremy is, we're all cult. He's the cultist and we're all following a cult because we see something and we believe what happened. Did she show you guys the Fish and Wildlife game videos of Preston's? Did she show you guys the videos of when Trespass 5 got on the property? Like, I know she did air that video, but she also said that they were there to film the child. And if that child was on video, it was never released by Madam Mayor. It was never released by Rex Woods, by Travis, not by any of them, not even Jeremy. And Jeremy, it was not his camera they're filming because he was friends with Madam Mayor and Travis and Rex. That means it was Jeremy's crew. No, Jeremy had nothing to do with what was set up. Madam Mayor was in Alaska when she got the call from Lloyd because Lloyd used to live at the campground when Therese and Brett owned the campground. But we keep hearing all these spins from Lynette. That's another thing that I'm going to be looking through some of Jeremy's videos for, because we keep hearing Lynette told off Jeremy about locked fire hydrants and she had it out with him in town hall. Personally, I don't recall seeing such a spin. Like, I do remember Lynette was seated at the table in place of Mary DeGroot, not permanently. Like, I guess Russ had called her to come fill in when either Mary DeGroot had her stroke or quit. And I remember seeing her at the table taking notes. And then another video, she's standing up against the wall. And they keep spinning that it was Jeremy's idea to lock the fire hydrants. I don't recall such a thing. Mr. Coop, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships.
Woo woo. Thanks,
If
Mr.
you
Coop.
get a membership from Mr. Coop or any of our other dear viewers, please be sure to thank them. Welcome to the Misfits and Minions. I can't bother it.
Hey, Coop.
Oh, not good.
And it can be used against me in the court. Therefore, I'm pleading the fifth.
Me too. I'm pleading the fifth.
Yeah, Cynthia, you're absolutely right. No clerk, ain't no show. And I think that's exactly the reason why, one of the reasons were. But, she keeps talking about her and Jeremy. She ran for the seat and Jeremy was jealous. No. Little Bit says, yeah, That was a video at the beginning. She was stand up in the back corner. Yeah. So a little bit, is that the video that they're claiming Lynette told off Jeremy in? Because I don't remember any. I don't remember hearing Lynette say, if she said something. I don't think it was to Jeremy. I don't know. I have to go back and look. Like, I literally asked Jeremy, and he doesn't remember his own videos. He's like, if I have anything, it's there. You know, you're free to go look, because I asked him directly for this video. So I am going to look this week. What's the fifth? Terry Bear is taking the fifth, is where if you're in court or under a deposition, or somebody with a police department or government agency that's investigating you, you could plead the fifth, which means you have the right to remain silent. You don't have to answer, because when you plead the fifth, you're asserting that something you may say or know can incriminate you. So her taking the fifth in her own deposition already gave her a view of being guilty of something to a judge or to a potential jury, because she all of a sudden wanted to shut down speaking in the deposition because the questions were getting harder. Yeah, the Fifth Amendment. Oh, please be sure to subscribe to.
Exactly.
We call them piff because some people just aren't sure how to go. Like,
Yeah.
I had to learn this. Like, Rosalind sat and she's like, no, you go like. And I was like, she goes, no. And I said, right, piff. And she's, no, we don't say the. And I said, oh, so it's not. And she goes, no, it's not. It's. But yeah,
It's not a fart sound though. Don't get it confused with the fart sound.
Yeah, we don't do the Machado stuff. Yeah, there's no sharding here.
No shartados over here.
Nope. No whole milk macchiato, caramel, white chocolate, double pump, Dunkin' Donut Rescue, whatever.
17 ice cubes only shaken to the left.
Oh, so that is the video with her standing on the wall. Little bit says, oh, then I know exactly which one to look for then. Because those are the only two I remember. Mr. Coop says, from what I understand, this whole video, this got started from the person claiming to be Flips. They said that 2L had a video holding it over Lynette's head. Lynette got confused, blaming Jeremy. Yeah, you can read the text message that or post that Jeremy posted, and nowhere in that person's, whoever this David Highsense Jones is, which, let's face it, everybody who has followed some of the posts that Lips puts out there knows that she always uses some kind of music singer or group as a sock account. So if it's her, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying there is a pattern with her in names. That's all I'm suggesting. Posted that Lisa has a video she is holding over Lynette's head of her slapping the child. Not Patience, or as Lynette called her, Precious. No. And it's ironic that Lynette goes straight to a video of Patience and Jeremy back in time where, you know, the kids were visiting Florida and at the ranch. It's ironic that Lynette can pinpoint this stuff, but you know, what's it, Star, that she keeps saying is wrong with her memory? She don't have.
Yeah, no perception of time.
That's it.
She doesn't have any perception of time.
Oh, Terry
I have
is
no
pleading
perception of
the
time.
tenty. Terry's pleading the tenty.
I plead the tenty. Hey, John, get away from the window.
Yeah, I plead the fifth twice.
Yeah, if I plead it twice,
Don't
it
make
makes
me
20.
don't.
And if I plead it
Don't
more
make
than
me
one,
plead it 15 times.
Yeah, if I pleaded 4 times, it's a sawbuck. Big Gail says Patience is in Ohio anyway. Well, Big Gail, Christian and Patience went to Florida early on and went to visit out there, and they were at one of the town hall meetings. I'd have to go back and look at the videos. Any of you can; they're on Jeremy's page, but um, they did drop a video about something. But from what I recall, they were talking about the and I didn't see the whole thing. I don't remember the whole thing, but there was one point they talked about like something about the property cams, the footage on the property cams in the middle. Something happened in the middle of the night, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. They were talking about. Don B85. Hey, Dose is in the house. She's been in the house, man. Oh, that's right. Don came in late. I'm sorry, Don. I forgot you. Oh, Don. By the way, did you bring a tardy notice? Mm-hmm. Don and Terry. Mm-hmm. Terry, I'm coming for you because I haven't seen you in chat. Where you been, buddy? Haven't seen you. I miss you guys. See, I do know when you guys are here or not. I do pay attention. It's like, where's that Terry bear been? Where's Jared been?
She
I miss
does. I try
barking
to
at
hide
Jared.
from her all the time, and she always comes and finds me.
Of
It's
course I come
awkward.
and find you. I'm the lurker. I should, instead of being Venom Two Fangs, I should have been called the lurker. Because I'm a lurker, baby. I'm a lurker. I'm a lurking on you. Chucky says, Terry pleads the fifth 2 times in the second degree. Hey, Dragon's Gravy. How are you? You have a good. See, Dragons came prepared with a hall pass. Dragon came with a
Chickens
hall pass.
gravy.
Terry says, I've been making a cuppa. Oh, a Koopa. A Koopa? Oh, a Koopa. Johnny D says, hey, Tammy, how are you? But yeah, I wanted to come on before, all the fun chats pop off today. And I had asked Megan for permission to show this, but everything keeps popping off. I couldn't find a spot to squeeze in because I had no intention to show the whole video of Megan's because I just wanted to prove that video is there. They keep saying it's gone. She had it removed. It's there. She literally said it's still down. That's why I'm showing. It's still there.
Still there. You can see the firefighters
Yep.
awkwardly shooting their hose at the blessing
Yeah, they're
box.
playing with their hose. And you know, uh, they had to sit outside that gate and wait a while. John said it was because he had to put the animals away because, the dogs are mean. They would attack them. Little
Yeah,
bit
they were
says,
there so
I
long. They
might
were
be
like,
a little
might as well
shit,
play with
a
my
little shit
hose.
sometimes, but I'm not is a liar. Yeah, a little bit like I I've never seen you in the times that I've lurked. I've never seen you like ever. Like I've seen your comments, okay? And you guys are free to think what you want, but you've never hidden from things you said. None of you have. So there is that. Julianne says, Big L, they're not interested in LineNet, so they won't comment. No, they're not going to comment on LineNet. She's old news. They want to make it sound like, because I think she just told Paint Chips, I guess, last night or a couple nights ago, that Lynette was recently invited on again. Not the night that I'm talking about a week ago when she invited Lynette up. Like, since Lynette has flipped on her again, she's claiming it was either last night's live or probably Sundays where she invited her up again. And I don't see Lynette going back up with her. Nope, I don't see if it does happen. Oh well, but me personally, it seems Lynette is just gonna out what she's gonna out on her channel. Her what she calls her truth, and well, she's free to do what she wants, but that's what got her in this situation to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Chucky says he is happy for him. Touching grass is important in life too. That's right, Chucky. You've got to touch grass. Touching grass is a good thing.
Yep.
Liz Barnes says, Terry, we don't talk like We don't talk like that in here. We don't behave. And Liz, you're bad. Stop it, Liz. Quit picking on people, Liz. Oh, here's I watch so you don't have to. Late but lurking. Hello. Blink, blink.
Hello, hello.
Blink if you're saying hi.
Blink twice.
Terry says, okay, fair point. I'm sure he's in a conversation, but I'm just clicking on people. Yeah, so, but in all fairness, the flea says, who the F is Venom? Who the flock is Venom? Venom's a flocking liar. Yep. Okay. I've at least shown screenshots, have done lives showing stuff when I speak about it. You keep saying you do, Felisa, but the stuff you claiming you showed is very, very minute. You showed what parts of the
Well, and
Trespass 5 video you wanted to show.
disappears.
Yeah, disappears, gets
And
deleted,
then
and she thinks because she's putting stuff behind a paywall protects her, and us speaking or making jokes with names or parody or laughing at something um, is defamation and it breaks fair use. No, if you read, Lisa, if you read what fair use is, parody, satire, opinion, education, conversation, that's all protected. But you know what's most importantly protected in fair use, Star? When
tell
screenshots are
me.
taken of people that are in litigation, current litigation, and they are speaking, whether it's clips of their voice making statements or accusations or hinting at suggestions of somebody's, they're voicing their opinion of what they think someone has done. When a chat is making comments and when people in litigation are part of that chat making statements or giving what they claim is their truth, that is 100 protected by fair use. 100%. The courts protect it. They would never silence it, and it becomes evidence. Part of that,
Yes, it does.
I have the right to remain silent. It goes for font too. You don't own the font. That's why I joke about I own all the viewers in my channel. I own their font. It's my font. It's my copyright. No, it's not. I'm also not responsible for what they say, but if I let them continue to say things that could be taken wrong, it would be my obligation to correct them or ask them not to or hide it, or the mods would hide it. So if, she claims she was hiding Lynette's chat and blocking her from speaking to protect her, but at the same time having her up on panel to discuss while she's in litigation and question her and answer questions about said litigation that has gotten her in the jam that she's in. They're all bragging that the bankruptcy, Bruce did his job. He wasn't lying about what the lawyer would do. No, they sold a story to these viewers that the money that they were collecting for lawyers, whether it was her asking for people in her channel to donate to Bruce or asking for people to donate to her, there was a request made for donations for X amount of lawyers. She made it sound like multiple lawyers were being picked up for the Fed cases, Fed 1 and 2, for the state cases in Florida, which would be Trespass 5 and the thumbnail case, also for Ohio and the bankruptcy. And you know what? They got a bankruptcy attorney. All they did was do it to delay. We heard
And not even a
Paint
good
Chips say,
one.
no. And then we heard Paint Chips recently again say that he is deliberately filing 20 plus odd pages in motions to cost Jeremy money. They keep saying, and they're saying it again as of last night, they're saying that Fed 2 was dismissed. No, let's get it right. 8 people were dismissed. The case continues with Richard Luthman and Lynette Michelle Lacey Alexis Alphabet LMNOP Sylvia Sybil
QRSTV.
Shepard Corridos Bennett Riffy Wilson Preston Barely Used Cook Berber. Yeah, those names, those statements, those things. Yeah. What you're doing is digging her in so deep, like Tug talked about last night. She's in so deep, there's no coming out. She's going to lose more. Like they're costing Jeremy money that way, but if I would not if it were me that just barely got out of a dismissal from a federal 2 case. The case still continues. Fed 1, all it did was delay it. And if they think that's a win, well, all they did was cause this woman and this child that they claim they're trying to help more issues because they're probably going to lose that property.
Yep.
And then they can thank their PR spin team over there. The ex-legal beagles that have been writing motions with AI or however they want to generate it. But that's what I wanted to come on and talk about today. And outside of that, let's see, it's Sunday, Funday. Tug's got a live coming up.
Is.
And then Jeremy's dropping some details tonight. And let's see, Expert has his, I think is his Sunday member only stream. I don't know if anybody else has something going on tonight. Stacy, do you have a show tonight? Faves? If anybody wants to drop something, now's the time. I'm giving free will to channels that want to say something now. Don't try and drop your own link because if the mods don't have it, it won't show. But you can go ahead and give yourself a pat on the head and say, this is, or a pat on the back or head and say, hey, I got this happening tonight.
Yeah, spread the word. Spread the word. We support our fellow creators. We don't try to block.
That's right.
People from going to other creators.
And tomorrow, Star Rosalind's got on her channel the continuation of the
Tupac.
KPD Dwayne Davis trial on the Tupac charges for unaliving him. And she's got Star and she's got Kazi and me, and she's got it listed. Other guests may appear, so you never know who you're going to catch over there. But that's
and a brand new bingo card.
That's right. Tomorrow's Monday.
Card.
New bingo, court bingo. Don B, I had fun. Oh, Don B, I had fun hanging with you too. Thank you for coming in. Like, you guys are welcome anytime. I don't tell anybody what they can or can't say. Like, I just don't want any drama or fighting. If they can't discuss something as adults, then don't discuss it. If you can't see eye to eye, don't discuss it or ignore the person you're not getting along with. That's all I ask. Same thing that Mr. Coop has asked, that Shizzy's asked, that Megan and Tug have asked. And I'm just asking for the same thing. So that's out in the atmosphere. We're setting the boundaries, and that are your viewers. You're free to go where you want, see who you want to see. I'm not going to be like Fleesa and tell you if I catch you in somebody else's chat, you're not allowed in here. Because I don't play that way.
That's ridiculous. And she needs all the viewers she can get, so I really wouldn't be alienating more people.
What I don't get, John Cook is trying to toe a line between Fleesa and Lynette. Lynette should be looking at him and saying, what are you doing? Really, what are you doing? Because you want to talk about people who keep going in spots. Well, Cook goes into all the other chats. she's got people coming into all our chats watching us. So let them come. They don't have to lurk. If they want to come into the chat and say hi, I'll say hi. I don't bite. Little bit, thank you. Thank you. Little bit, I would say you and Stacy, you guys should email Rosalind. I I don't have my email posted for a reason currently, and that's because I don't feel like listening or getting any kind of email from sources that like to dox people. So that's why my email's not out there. But Rosalind does have an email address, and I am going to make an email address that I can drop that I don't have to worry about. And that way I could post it. So there are some people that do have my email address. So you could reach out to Rosalind. If you guys want to speak, I know you guys have channels and you're free to speak on your channels too, but if you'd like a bigger audience, Megan, Tug, Rosalind, I'm sure they'd love to have you on. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to hear the full story of what you guys have to say. And, you could discuss what you want or what you don't want to discuss. You could lay that out too. So Star just put Rosalind Duke, her email is easy, the Rosalind Duke at gmail.com. Reach out to her. She does a show that, it's called Tell Me About You. She talks to people about what's going on with their life. And because we
Tell
do
me
cover
everything.
yeah, Rosalind does cover hills, as do I. But we've been focusing and trying to keep Lynette and John in the forefront. That's always been my goal of pointing out the people who started this all are still talking and still doing what they were legally asked not to do way back in the beginning with a simple cease and desist, and they never stopped. They never stopped. And if there's something you guys haven't seen, you haven't questioned, ask one of the channels. And, if I've got it, I'll show it. If I can get it, I'll show it. I'm sure the other channels would too. So, anybody who has any doubts, nobody has spun anything because Jeremy's telling us. Like, Jeremy doesn't email me or tell me, show this or do that. He doesn't do that with Megan and Tug. He doesn't do that with Rosalind. Doesn't do it with Coop, doesn't do it with Jay, doesn't do it with anybody. Jeremy's his own person. We're all our own people. We do what we see and what we feel, and we speak what we see and what we feel. And that's all there is to it. But I hope you guys have a happy Sunday. And don't forget to tune in. I think Tug is going live probably right about now, or does he go live at 3 on Sundays? Chucky, Faves?
I think it's like 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central, usually around that time.
Yeah, sometimes he even goes earlier, depending on what's all in his thing too. I know he's been doing a lot with his girls, so you never know if he's got something planned. Yeah, Fave said 4 o'clock, so 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 Central is Tug, and then Shizzy also has Sunday Spice, so there could be a Sunday Spice tonight. I didn't see if Shizzy had that, but he does do Sunday Spice, and that's nothing new. Shizzy started that years ago. He's always had some kind of show on Sunday. And then Jeremy's got his live, his Sunday Fun Day or Sunday Spun Day. And then yeah, I don't know if the expert is doing a show or not, but he usually does a members only stream on Sunday nights as well. And that's usually around 9 o'clock Eastern, anywhere between 9 and 10 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central. So look for his channel as well. So I hope you guys have a great day. Star, thanks for coming on and keeping me company.
Anytime, anytime. Thanks for having me.
I love having
Everyone
you
have
on.
a great rest of your day.
You too. Little
Thank
bit
you.
again. Sorry, stuff happened to you, and hope it's a easy road. And do know that I did see that you're absolutely right. You only have so many open cases with PayPal. You did close others. I did see that. I didn't get the screenshot to show it, or I would. because it went down before I could click on the link and see it, but I was told that's absolutely what was being said. I don't know how many there were or whatever, but I did get a glance at it before it disappeared, and it did say closed, 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 and it was one of your screenshots. So there's that. Glad I could help you speak out some and get it out there. And I'm sure the other channels will help too. And oh, also be sure to check out Jason and Ashley show. They've got their
Yes.
channels. Ashley does some parody, and Jason has parody, and he's been talking some stuff. I guess there's stuff going on in Ohio. He said Lynette called twice on her bio daughter. I don't know if that's her bio daughter
Yikes.
Michelle or Lindsay, but guess time will tell. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, what's left of it, and be good, guys. If you can't be good at it.
Amen.
Bye-bye, guys.
They
Bye,
call
guys.
me Double V, second name's Venom, can't you see? Neon colors, wicked grin, you don't know the trouble you're in. Every step's a little too loud, standing out inside the crowd. You think you're running this whole scene, then you notice me. Go ahead, take one more chance, step a little closer if you dare. Everybody loves the smile till they find what's hiding there. They call me Double V, second name's Venom, as you can see. If you get too close, you'll understand what that first V really means. Victory's written in my name, I don't even play fair games. Call me Double V, and remember who won.
Thank you, moms. Thank you, viewers.
Rainbow fire, midnight soul. Chaos is my favorite role. Laughing while I steal the show. Everybody's watching me go. I'm the spark before the storm, never fitting any norm. By the time you make your move, I've already made mine too. Not an angel, not a saint. Cross my path, you probably ain't. They call me Double V, second name's Venom, can't you see? If you get too close, you'll finally learn what that first V really means. Victory, that's my game, never forget my name. Double V, Venom's all you'll see.